So, we are here
in the woods.
deep woods.
Deep. We're rolling deep in the woods.
I'm kind of scared right now.
I know, it's kind of creepy out here, especially with all the things that have been going on in the past here. I heard some crazy stuff today.
We're here to tell you about 3 things.
Yeah, 3 things that we heard
Three
today.
things about Awanata.
I need to get closer because I'm scared of
Some are
what
good,
things are out here.
some are bad,
So you can just touch my
some
shoulder.
are just true stories
Yeah,
slash
no,
myths. Not really.
all are true. I heard.
All are true. You heard?
Yeah.
Tell them about the meaning of Awanata,
Oh man, I didn't know this before today.
or as back in the day, as it was known as Awachnita, which
Roughly
translated
to gnome.
Valley of the Gnomes.
Yeah, Valley of the Gnomes.
So in 1376,
75.
75,
Yeah,
1375,
I think it was December.
this valley was run by gnomes.
I think it was a gnome.
Now, I don't know if you know the history about gnomes, but they are fragile,
Somewhat.
elusive, and they're downright sneaky, is what they are.
Very sneaky. Sneaky.
I don't know why God created them like this, but they love shoes. They love
Love 'em.
shoes.
I think it's
Anyway.
because the dwarfs used to steal their shoes.
So the dwarves stole the gnome shoes.
And
And
the
then
gnomes were shoemakers by trade.
True.
And then
So maybe that's why they're obsessed with shoes.
dwarfs would capture the gnome shoes and sell them on eBay, apparently.
Back in 1375.
Yeah.
It's the internet's old.
eBay
So,
was made out of wood back then.
It was. eBay was a horse traded
Like kindling.
post,
Yeah.
and you could buy Grandma Spitzer there.
What?
Yeah.
Really?
Yeah.
I don't know what
It was-
Grandma Spitzer
Oh,
is.
it's good. You
Is
think
it like Jones Soda?
you think Jones Soda's good? Grandma Spitzer. Ugh.
Really?
I wish I could.
Anyways.
So anyway, as the Valley of the Gnome, apparently, as people begin to settle in America and kind of overtake the land, travel the land, all that kind of stuff, the gnomes, as they were small, couldn't really defend themselves, even to a
Right.
half-grown child.
Yeah.
Was a giant to them. So the myth that we heard, there are still valley gnomes here
Ditch gnomes.
in Awachnita, but you don't see them because, as you can tell, even though there's lights in certain places at camp, it's very dark.
They're mostly nocturnal, too.
Yeah. Which means they sleep during the day and they
Yeah.
steal shoes at night.
Yeah.
So be careful, beware of the ditches. When you are near a ditch, in a ditch at night, they're vaguely the color of mud, so it's hard to see
Yeah.
them. And if they close their eyes, you won't be able to see them. And you can't hear them
They do
because they talk in such high-pitched voices that are
The human ear can't
we
pick
can't
it up.
hear them, so they could
Yeah.
be screaming at us and we could just walk right by them.
Right by them.
So beware of ditch gnomes as they've become,
Tie your shoes tight.
yes, double
Tie it
knots.
tight.
Double knots. Walk in pairs. Don't walk alone.
Yeah. Never walk alone.
And we wouldn't want anyone to end up shoeless.
Yeah.
Next
Number
random
two.
fact that we heard. Would you like to share this one? About the
yeah.
lunch lady?
Oh, the lunch lady.
Oh my goodness.
What was her name? Rebecca, I think. Wasn't it like Rebecca's?
I don't know. It was something rough.
Roberta. She's like at least 87.
Roberta.
Yeah, Roberta.
What's her name?
Yeah, she's 87 in this November, actually.
Yes, it's true.
But she grew up, her grandfather was a pirate on 6 of the 7 seas.
Yeah.
And so she
Kind
loves...
of like, she kind of grew up like a Pippi Longstocking.
Kind of like, exactly like a
Yes.
Pippi Longstockings,
Yeah.
actually. If she had red hair,
Yeah.
I would say,
Sure.
Roberta, you are
Pippi?
Pippi Longstockings. Your secret's up.
Yeah.
But she has kind of grayish black hair.
And I don't know if red hair turns white anyway. So.
I don't know either. But so Roberta grew up loving piracy, stealing and pillaging from people that
Piracy and
short
pillaging.
people, I think.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah,
Short, very short people, under 5 foot. There is
Robertha loves treasures.
treasures. She
treasures,
loves trinkets, treasures.
Yes.
Anything that's trains,
Trains.
triceratops, tricycles.
Tremendous occasions.
Tremendous occasions. It's
But,
true. Anything
She loves treasures more than anything.
It's true.
And since she's the lunch lady, the cafeteria lady, she puts surprises in the meats.
They're so big. Yay big.
I mean, you can
yay.
find them.
I mean, you've probably already swallowed one
You
by
may have
now.
swallowed it. Salisbury steak is very easy to slip things into.
Yeah, Salisbury
When
steak.
she cooks them, and the gravy could be made out of anything. Look out for treasures, trains,
Trains, track stars.
track stars inside your meats.
Yeah, and it could be. I mean,
Could be anything.
you
It could be a number of
you
things.
could leave Nome Valley famous because you found one of Robertha's treasures because they're
yeah.
priceless.
And they're hard to find before you eat them. And once you eat them, then
It's gone,
they're no good.
and they dissolve in your stomach. You can't poop them out. Two.
Number 3.
Trace. We would like to tell you about a
Gnomes are touching me already. I got
friend of
sandals on.
ours. Used to be a friend. No,
Winston.
no longer with us. Winston. You may have seen him outside of the lunch cafeteria. But
Winston Lowell, I think was his middle name.
Winston
Lowell.
Yeah. I think he was a third. So I
Yeah.
think it was Winston Lowell Black Bear the third.
Wow.
So Winston, okay, nice bear growing up. You know, your average kid bear, loves fishing and eating small things. Could climb the fastest in his class. So the
Seems like the
settlers,
fastest bear alive.
the campers, they begin to build houses here and, you know, settle in.
1901.
They begin to kind of scope out the camp. Winston, never married, doesn't have kids. He turns into a grumpy old black bear. And a bear in general is dangerous, but a grumpy old black bear
But when
with a middle name Lowell. So say hey to Winston on the way because he's frozen now. He's got the red eyes and he's got his mouth
They
open because
stuffed
that's how
him.
he was last remembered. He was last remembered as eating, you know, as the last straw.
He was so hungry.
They took his food.
He had low blood sugar.
Yeah, he was
I'm told.
a diabetic bear.
Low
Poor
blood
guy,
sugar.
misunderstood. Some of the people didn't speak bear, and if you don't speak bear, learn it. It's
Yeah.
vital to your life.
And vital to their lives.
So they were trying to give him some food to eat. Playing around, snatched it away. He got angry, ate one of the campers.
bit a kid right in the jugular.
And
But there was an old mining cowboy who lived in the hills
Mhm.
that came and I think he did some kind of like jujitsu chop
it is true.
or like side poon or like pit jab on the bear.
I think it was the side harpoon with the down neck.
Over swooping.
Yeah,
Yeah.
the over swooping chop that it did Winston in.
Winston! Winston Lowe! No! Don't make me do this, Winston! Don't make me.
But he was greatly remembered as the grumpy old black bear
Diabetic.
that used to wander
Diabetes.
around. The campers would throw steaks at him sometimes.
Sometimes.
But we miss Winston. We say hey
I
to
miss
him.
him.
We pet him every time we walk by. So pet Winston.
Yeah.
Those are the
Winston's a
three
good kid.
three things that we heard about for Camp
Be
Awanatah.
careful. Be
Just-
careful. Keep your eyes peeled.
yes.
Um,
Peel your
Just
eyes.
things to know. Interesting
Tie your shoes tight.
trinkets.
But they could be in there.
Keep your eyes
Could
peeled.
be trestles, maybe. We look forward to seeing you guys around.
Yeah.
Stay away from ditches at night. Tie your shoes tight.
Watch your meats.
Watch your meats. Careful with the creams.
Creams.
If your stomach feels uneasy, you know, you could have swallowed a trinket.
You could have.
Say hey to Roberta and pet Winston, and you'll be golden. You'll be golden.
Golden.